business.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for our press review for today, Friday, is it the 4th of October? Yes, the 4th of October in the year 2024. It is yet another time where we take you through some of the stories that are appearing in our newspapers, and today with me, Thandi Wemzumara, and of course I'm not alone, I'm here with my colleague.
Fales Chizombe.
Good morning, Fales, how are you?
Good morning, Thandi. I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. So you know what made me to doubt the date for today? The weather. This weather does not feel like October. In the morning, I was like, are we in June? You know, the question people asking themselves is, what is June doing in October?
Yeah, that is what I asked even myself yesterday. Why is October doing June duties?
I mean,
why?
And somehow September was kind of doing October duties, especially here in Lilongwe. It was hot.
Very hot.
I read somewhere I would lisidzuwa kwa mashipongwe. It was too hot, and then now it's
even
cold.
Even February you could feel it. No. Instead of you having like a cool breeze, it was hot, adding to the hotness that we were already feeling.
It was too much.
So yeah.
However, I actually do like this weather, the cold weather.
The cold one. Why?
I don't know, because at least we have options. I mean, not everyone has options to wear, like zopeli and people, but still, kudenta almost with something. Because I don't know about others, but sometimes I just feel like not having anything on because it's too hot. It's too hot.
But the cold weather, it's good because sometimes it saves your food, actually.
The cold weather?
Yeah, it really does.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you see, you don't feel hungry as you do because of the
People don't feel hungry?
Yeah, have you noticed that?
No, I'm always hungry.
And then you can think of, okay,
I've never experienced that. I'm always hungry.
And then you will see that how you're even 12.
And then you're thinking, you know
I'm
what?
not even
Breakfast
hungry.
is lunch.
Not even lunch, yeah. They'll be like, the breakfast is lunch, so I don't say, okay, supper. So yeah,
lucky are those who actually feel like that, because for me, when it comes to food,
yeah, I know
weather has never been an issue.
I know you. Yeah,
anyways,
talk about that here.
Yeah, please let's not. So today we only have one newspaper, and that's The Nation. We'll go straight to the front page. A headline here is Kabambe X UTM top brass. Some headline reads, Party says wrought president on plane crash inquiry. Now, part of the story reads that former Reserve Bank of Malawi Governor Dalitso Kabambe has angered some UTM party top brass with his letter asking party President Michael Usi to push for a commission of inquiry into the June 10th, 2024 plane crash. In a letter dated October 2nd, 2024, Kabambe wants Usi, in his capacity as the country's vice president, to engage President Lazarus Chakwera to expedite the process of instituting a commission of inquiry into events surrounding the plane crash that claimed the life of UTM party founding president and the country's vice president, Salos Chilima, and 8 others in Tongwa on the Nkata Bay side of VPR plantation. So apparently, however, this has not amused the party, because yesterday, according to the newspaper, UTM Party Secretary General Patricia Kaliati said the party was not amused with the Kabambe's letter on the inquiry, saying that Kabambe, who joined the party from DPP, where he initially aspired for the presidency, needed to understand that UTM party already wrote President Chakwera on the matter, because it is in his office that can institute a commission of inquiry and not that of the vice president. I think in Kanyonena they feel like Agulumpa Mastebe.
Agulumpa Mastebe. I think maybe Kabambe also took it as an opportunity, because Madam Menechiri was the one who raised the issue on her Facebook page, pleading with her wishes to help her ask for commission of inquiry. So Kabambe grabbed that and be like, okay, let me be the first one to write the president. So I mean, that's why he wrote the president to ask Michael Usi, rather, to actually ask the president himself to file for a commission of inquiry. So for Kaliari to say that maybe Wadumpa step yeah, that's true. Before you akabambio afika kumene kuchipani, so palima procedures to be followed. So maybe
perhaps had he asked to say kuti munamba mwapemphapo kale akanadziwa kunena kuti achipanicho chinali mpakale kalata yopita kwa president Chakwera. But this time around Kabambe was going through the vice president Dr. Michael Usi kuti ayankhulane ndi president. So the party feels like kuti kalata la Kabambero, and it was a friendly letter between two UTM presidential hopefuls. They don't see it as kuti it was handled in a serious way that it was supposed to be handled. They don't see it ngati kuti it was done ndi good intentions, perhaps we'll say it like that.
That's why I'm saying Kababe just grabbed it as a chance to go, okay, don't again, we are there.
Exactly, because my understanding of it is that maybe UTM understands it ngati kuti akufuna Kabembe afuna oneke antende good kwa anthu otsatira chipani cha UTM kuti uyudu khanga ndi amene akhoza kutithandiza chifukwa akulimbikitsa kuti tidziwe ifeyo ngati otsatira chipani kuti amene apeza chipani ichi chidachitika ndi chani tsiku limenelo. But you know, politics and things.
Politics.
Exactly. You wanna take that one on the second page?
On the second page, there's another story here. Workers demand compensation fund, and partly the story leads delegates to the National Conference on Occupational Safety and Health 2024 have called for the expedite establishment of an insurance-backed workers' compensation fund. Speaking in an interview on Wednesday on the sidelines of the two-day conference in Luntha, where it was disclosed that only a quarter of the 2,417 workplace injuries and 39 deaths were compensated in 2019. So basically, there was a conference in Luntha where workers met and they were discussing. That's where they disclosed that they are not getting their funds. You know,
compensation funds.
Yeah, compensation
I think
funds.
what they're trying to ask for is kuti papangidwe establish fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, tikozo chipepeso. So I think compensation can be described as chipepeso.
Yes, chipepeso. Muntu uli kunchiro wa vulala. You know, a lot of Malawians are working ma companies odi anthu awonja. In fact, my factories where they are producing a lot of stuff. Makala, ma machines, you know, they are sharp, and then by the end of the day, while we now after that, they don't get anything. Kujoga konchuro kujori bebeze. Mina wezoro ina duga mkuno meni. Mano they don't receive anything in form of a compensation. Yes, and the families don't get anything from their workplaces. So they are asking, "Ura rega ni mina kenga dika police kuma companies kuja. If anyone gets hurt, they get those compensations."
And no, mind you that this is different from kuti ndama imene makala ma company ya warfare, yeah? Because pa company bakuzukhala ndama ya warfare, I mean, there's obviously it's supposed to be like that. Kuti on every office kumaino khala warfare, bungwe la warfare titeology, munthu zikamuonekera zovuta kandi maliro kandi matenda, even ukwati umene people amasonkha or ndama zimachokera even kuthumba limene lija mapereka. So nthawi ya maliro kuti munthu wa office ko wamwalira ali pa duty akugwira ntchito olo kaya wavulala ali pa duty. Ndama imene ichoke ku warfare, it's not the same ndama ya compensation fund.
No.
It's a whole different situation. The warfare and the compensation fund in this interview because we're talking kuti wani munthu wavulalira chifukwa cha ntchito imene amagwira. Okay, and in this case, it's supposed to be both the warfare money and the compensation fund. They're supposed to be fund apart from the warfare one. So basically, I think it's important, really.
Yeah, it is important. I think also ngati unduna wemanganeza ntchito mwina sama panga kwambiri zimene imply ma companies osiyana. It would have been a different story, and because ma companies they do implement that. Ma companies osiyana good, okay, mundi maweka zano chinthu chikachitika, please have this tumba ya compensation funds kuti pila yake chachitika anthu azilandira drama. It would have been a good thing before ribwezi anthu osapeza kukadandaula milandu yawo, because there was a scenario imene And that was because a worker got hurt, and then the worker died. But the company refused to even go out with Ramakaya welfare, or even the compensation fund wasn't there. Until they resulted. Kurenga coffin,
yes, I remember that.
Okay, because you're not willing to help us. So, at a cause of that, ka policy akabanga implement in different companies in the country kuti chinthu chikachitika please izizi zichitika zitukhaza
it would avoid all that chifukwa kunena chilunga mweti as a person putting myself in the shoes of achibale yake amunthu ameneyoyo maliro kumalayo we believe in kulambekeza maliro. So the fact that kutenga bokosi muli munthu ndikukalisiya kumene koko, one, it's disrespectful, but at the same time, when push comes to shove, you're trying to push for something. And when it comes to Masikwa Noah, no company out there wants bad publication.
Yes.
They're doing good. So Zima Kanga, they know the moment it gets out, they're not doing things right. The way the world pictures them.
Sure.
On page 7 of the Nation newspaper, a headline here reads DPP MP Chikwanje granted court bail. Part of the story reads Machinga Central East legislator Daud Chikwanje of the Democratic Progressive Party DPP has been released from police custody on bail following his arrest on the 30th of September 2024. So he was released on bail yesterday.
So he got out.
Yes, finally.
Finally.
He has spent quite a few days, about maybe you would say 3 days, in the cell.
He has learned something though.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so, because from what I heard, he had actually apologized.
He did?
He had apologized.
After he was arrested?
After, I don't know if it was after or before, because during the press briefing that MCP members held, was that on Monday, if I'm not wrong, we hear that he had apologized, but then he was told to go and apologize to Malawians.
On public. Yeah.
Yes, in public, because he did rather say because allegedly he told and Hotsari that Chibane TPP, Agaona and IMCP, they can do whatever. In other words, it's a violence. So
attack them.
Exactly. Which, if we're being honest, Masikwa no wedding, and who among people already, and it just sometimes takes someone pushing you to say tabanganis for you to actually do it. So it's inciting violence. And exactly. So it does bring which means not only will this hurt and MCP, wherever there's an MCP so yeah, it's not the right way to go.
Yeah, we are in the democratic world now. Definitely. Also, I think it should be a lesson for my politicians. I mean, political gatherings. And one president is you were there, not good. I would just not be able to say, wow, no, it shouldn't be like that.
If we're being honest, Malawi actually, because I myself, I might be from the north, but still, I can be in the southern region, I can be in the central region, I can be wherever, because I am Malawian. So just because even in politics, tribalism.
Yeah, there.
Tribalism, Ineo as from the north.
So we expect you to be part of a fort.
I'm supposed to be, yes, exactly. You
because
understand?
you're from the north.
Just because I'm from the north. But it's actually not supposed to be, and it doesn't mean, let's say for example, if I am ready for a fort, it doesn't mean you it does not work like that. Because at the end of the day, what first describes us and is that our data
Malawi, we all Malawians.
Exactly.
Sure.
We go to business. Please, over to you.
Over me?
Yes.
Why can't you take the business story?
Oh, okay,
You
fine.
can, yeah, you go ahead.
Fine. I mean, at least I gave you a chance to. I just didn't want you to feel like
Oh, thank you.
Dugupangila and stuff like that. But you know
Really?
what? It's a good thing. There's proof right now that you just literally give it up to me. Okay, fine. I will take one on the business news. A headline here reads Mixed Feelings on Q3 Performance. The subheadline reads MCCCI says re-emergence of power rationing is a threat. Part of the story reads Malawi Confederation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry has described the third quarter as mixed, saying positive trade facilitation initiatives were overshadowed by continued scarcity of foreign exchange and re-emergence of electricity load shedding. In an email response on Wednesday to assess the performance of the economy in Q3, MCCCI Chief Executive Officer Daisy Kambalame said businesses continue to face challenges due to macroeconomic lapses, particularly scarcity of foreign exchange, rising inflation, and volatile exchange rate, despite some positive developments. It's like one problem after another.
Yeah. I think we are used.
How you know? It's okay.
Yeah,
I know kuti
Malawi
penali
is-
mavuto omafika bwazo lowerete.
Yeah, we are
Komano-
tinazolowera. I think muntu ngomva kuti Malawi mangomva kuti mavuto.
I know. Because you look at kuti already we have had this issue of lack of foreign exchange mdziko mwathu muno. Zimene zikusokonezaso zinthu zambiri. Recently, we have been having some fuel scares, kuti mafuta akhangata kuvuta, and then there's also been load shedding magetsi akhala kumazima recently.
Yes.
If you have noticed, makhala ngati kuti
Makala like from Tuesday, Tuesday to Thursday, magetsi amazima. Already we've been facing my issues. I mean, already magetsi akuzimazima, and then you find kuti pali na business ena kuti zinthu ziyende afunika ndo magetsi. Even ma companies ena magetsi. Ndio magisa jagazima kompani muzivazo re company yomwe magulisa mikaka kuti ya mikaka yonongeka chifukwa magisa anazima see malose zambiri mbiri
production ya zinthu zambiri imakhauri kusokonekera chifukwa malawi mwathu muno timadalira magetsi
yes.
Ochokera ku Eskom. We are not really sitinakhazikike penipeni pa nkhani ya solar.
Unfortunately. I think it's high time as Malawi as a country kutitabiza another company udazipasa magesi kupatulapo Eskom, because I think Eskom, it's there, it's serving Eskom.
Or perhaps we consider the solar electricity because zuwa loseli chibongo choseli chili chomabwera.
It's electricity.
Yes, you know, maybe perhaps we should invest in that. Because
I think we should. Yes.
Let's say, for example, we focus the much effort that we put to the actual electricity, we put it to the solar electricity as well. We have options. Chifwande kuti ngati let's say kuti mwina magetsi a Eskom akuvuta chifukwa chokuti kukapishira force amadzaza kukanika kupanga exactly akhoza kuthimisa machine yokupanga zimenezo, but still the country will still be running chifukwa chonena kuti chani we have the solar electricity. Osati tidzimva ma statement onena kuti magetsi athima dziko lonse kumano a Eskom alisa kudzoti chimene it doesn't make sense.
I saw this kama meme yakuti kwa mafumbiro seli, can someone just come out ukupezoti wabanga production electricity, which is banga electricity from Fumbi. We have a lot of Fumbi.
We do have it. I mean, if you think about it, especially and in people ya weather iyo zisirai ikubwera ni mphepo koma muli Fumbi.
Yeah. Kama ito unazo kwa mafumbi ukamafika nyumba mafumbi kachokera kuti lolowera pati.
Pakonde kumachita kudaba kuti wina wakana bwa amakata apa kumatsachita kuthila. It's too much, you know, but that's how it has always been anyways kulilonge kuti it's a Fumbi city. It's a dusty city, and with the road innovations it's not making it any easier. We're moving on into international. You wanna go?
Alright. I was Pangil.
No, I'm tired of talking.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. G7 agrees on Israel's right to respond to Iran's attack, and partly the story leads U.S. President Joe Biden on Wednesday. He said G7 nations have agreed that Israel has the right to respond to Iran's attack, in which Tehran launched nearly 200 miles on Israel. However, Biden told reporters that he would not support any Israel strike on Iran's nuclear sites and urged Israel to act proportionally. Reuters quoted him as having said, "We will be discussing with Israel's that they are going to do. But all 7 of us, G7 nations, agreed that they have a right to respond, but they should respond proportionally.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is, it's kind of funny though, because it's like, basically what I understand from this is, you know what, it's tit for tat. Go
yes,
ahead.
okay, you do me, I do you. Yeah.
Do me, I do you. Please.
It's their right.
There is
Let them
no,
respond.
there is no forgive and forget. Revenge.
Revenge. Do that. You do me, I do you.
There is no vengeance for the Lord on this one.
No
Basically,
vengeance.
that's what they're saying. I mean, okay, so it's although it's not really funny, but at the same time, you think about it to say, if let's say, for example, Israel does actually avenge, it doesn't lose it available, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Iran is still going to even add more fire. The next time they send missiles, they're going to send more than 200.
Iran Indian Togo. Yes. I
Yeah.
think you
And
can
you
say
know, the
that.
funny thing is, the leader said, "Ndemwelekeza always." Literally.
Oh, okay, if I do you, you
Accept it.
accept it. Don't
It has
even
happened.
think
What are you
about
going to
it.
do?
Don't think about it.
Accept
That way,
it.
say one day.
But Israel,
I will show you what.
with which leader? Benjamin Netanyahu is not like that. Like, we
I'm
are going to...
I'm sure they are also planning attack.
Oh, definitely. And as much as, of course, from what Israel said, the attacks, the 200 missiles, has not been as impactful as maybe Iran might have intended. Because Iran indori mene matumisa mirota babanda watu wada you know, tukaonetsa kuti ifeyo ndifeyo. But
I think something that they are amafuna kuti abwenze pompo. That's why mani azodi mubwenze muone. That's what they were expecting.
Perhaps.
Angoponya komando. I feel for people in Israel and in Iran. They are going through a lot.
And unfortunately, it's not just my citizens. We're talking Malawians are also there. My citizens are and Malawi because of the deal we made between Malawi and Israel.
Yeah.
So, of course, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the country has been saying Kuti Malawians are safe, but we keep on praying for them. It can't be easy for Ashibari and Hamena It cannot be easy. I don't know how they sleep at night, but all I can say, all I can encourage is that we keep on praying for them.
And being knowing in Malawi and our Malawian culture, yes, ever since that person was born, and then I want to miss I can imagine my kumakagulira kungwe yono ikudusa yonse ainaika nazolowera kuti
and that amangozi go hide kabisaleni vina vaki basi, because it's been the norm. It's been the norm, and quite frankly, this should also remind us to thank God every day because of the peace that we have in Malawi.
Yeah,
we are suffering, yes,
that's we are at peace.
But at least there is no war. Let's say it like that.
We're not
because
at peace.
Are we? I don't know. Are we? Peace, yeah. Peace. Whatever it is.
Though economically we are not at peace, but yeah. We thank God for life.
Of course, we thank God for life. We thank God for no war. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so going on to arts and culture, Miss Culture appeals for donations to orphanages. Miss Culture Malawi finalist Esnath Natasha Muyenza has appealed to people of goodwill and organizations to help her raise financial and material resources to donate to children in orphanages and other people in need. In an interview on Tuesday, she said philanthropy was one of her requirements to contest in Miss Culture Malawi to prove that she has a heart that gives. Okay. Interesting.
They have that gives. Some people are just born givers.
Of course.
Yeah. But then I think yeah. We do have a lot that maybe we don't use, Komano, we don't have that giving heart.
No, we don't.
We don't.
No,
Komano, it's a good thing, good orphanages, like you see the way they were talking about. But the orphanages, you find good Olalibe even talk. Okay?
With this weather, so.
Alibe is in the compable. Komano pezoti makoma mwana tendezi nzoti tinasiyo kugitsa
majuzi oti tingavati ana timasungabe.
So it's a good thing to have and support. and let's donate. Tizithandiza.
Of course, also what matters is the intentions of giving.
Yeah.
One thing that I always say is, or I always believe in, is when you're giving, don't do it for people to see you.
Yeah.
Do it because that's what you want to give. And if I don't know about others, but myself, when I give to someone who I know cannot give back to me, because sometimes because they know but there is just something about giving to people who literally can't give you back. They literally can't pay you back. It's so fulfilling, really, because you know it's something that we all know, Uji. It's something that it's required of us. God amadalitsa mosiyana siyana. Koma suda makudalitsa just for you.
No.
They actually give you that capability or that capacity for you to actually help others. That's just how life is.
Yeah.
I think Ntawi would eat it up, but let's finish. Yeah, back page. Gaba's flames return uncertain. FAM to announce squad today. Uncertainty surrounds the availability of South Africa-based Marumo Gallant striker Frank Gabadinho Muhango for the Flames back-to-back 2025 Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations AFCON qualifiers against Senegal. The Flames leave Sunday for Dakar to face the Lions of Teranga on October 11th in Dakar, Senegal, and on October 15th at Bingo National Stadium in Lilongwe.
But there is something between Gabade and the Flames coach.
I mean, but you know what?
Their relationship, I don't know.
It's between
them. I think there's something big.
I don't even want to talk about it because at the end of the day, don't come. But it's about whatever it is between them.
Yeah, it is between them.
One thing I would say is let the coach consider Nkania performance. Whatever personal issues might be going on. As long as it has nothing to do with a personal issue, but if it's a personal issue, let it go, guy. Focus on
focus on kuti tipanga motani chinthuchi rather than kuti maigo azisokoleza zinthu zina zake. It's not good. We all know Gaba. He's good at what he does.
For South Africa, he's still there for years now because of how good he is. And I'm a kind of center Martin.
It's not on.
It's it's giving that.
Yeah.
Let's finish international sports. Let Go gives Aston Villa famous win over Bayern. John Duran emerged from the bench in dramatic fashion once more to give Aston Villa a magnificent victory over Bayern Munich in the Champions League at an exultant Villa Park. In a meeting surrounded by a rich sense of history as a repeat of the Villa's 1982 European Cup final victory over the German giants in Rotterdam, Duran ensured a replica of that scoreline with his fifth goal after coming on as substitute this season.
So you're following this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mostly follow some of the games in the Premier League, and mostly they have to do with the team that I support.
Which team is that?
Yo. It's the team that makes us cry most of the time, so I don't talk about it.
Choose wisely.
Yeah, I think the moment I've said that, I hope you understand which team I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's not even talk about it. On Friday, and we're going towards the weekend. We're already in the weekend. And Mitima Yatu is thinking about the weekend. Let's not talk about things that are going to break our hearts, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Sealed.
And that also brings us to the end of what we had for you in this edition of Press Review for today, Friday, the 4th of October, 2024. We could not get through all of the stories that are appearing in the newspaper, but do get yourself the paper going at the price of 2,000 Malawi Kwacha. And you've been with me, Tandi Wemzumara, and my colleague,
Fales Chizombe.
Have a lovely weekend.